So today we will study the link between extraversion and mental disorders within the frame of the CB5T, cybernetic Big Five theory. Whereas neuroticism reflects sensitivity to threat and punishment, extraversion reflects sensitivity to reward. Extraversion encompasses a range of traits, including talkativeness, assertiveness, sociability, positive emotionality, activity level, and excitement seeking. It is often manifested as social behavior because many human rewards are social in nature, involving innately rewarding classes of stimuli, such as social affiliation, social status, and sex. However, the sensitivity of extroverts to reward isn't limited to the social, as they respond more also to monetary and other rewards. Extraversion predicts better learning under conditions of reward in reinforcement learning paradigms, as well as facilitation for reaction times and accuracy following reward. Rewards are any stimuli that indicate progress towards a goal, which renders the range of what people may find rewarding extremely broad. Neuroscientific evidence links extraversion to variation in the brain's reward system. At the heart of this system is the neurotransmitter dopamine, governing incentive reward. Dopamine is released in response to outcomes that are better than expected and triggers both approach behavior and learning about stimuli that predict reward. Gray described the incentive reward system as the behavioral approach system (BAS). At least 9 studies have used pharmacological manipulation of dopamine to show that extraversion predicts variation in dopaminergic functioning. Both structural and functional magnetic resonance imaging (MRI) studies have linked extraversion to key brain structures in the reward system, including the midbrain regions where dopaminergic neurons originate, the nucleus accumbens and caudate nucleus, and the medial orbitofrontal cortex. The hedonic component of reward appears to be controlled by the endogenous opiates rather than the dopamine, and one study has shown that social closeness moderates the emotions effect of an opiate antagonist. Psychopathology related to low extraversion can be characterized as detachment, that is, the inability to be motivated by the possibility of achieving goals or to enjoy rewards that are attained. Problems associated with detachment involve anhedonia, amotivation or avolition, restricted affectivity, and lack of social connections. Presumably because activation of the BIS inhibits the BAS, extraversion is negatively correlated with withdrawal, that is, anxiety and depression. Few forms of psychopathology are associated with high extraversion, that is, with oversensitivity to reward, the most notable being mania, but also the histrionic tendency toward attention seeking. In addition, high assertivity specifically may be a risk for some externalizing problem. Extraversion is particularly relevant to the first stage of cybernetic cycle, where goals must become sufficiently activated to guide the system. People low in extraversion may have difficulty finding many possibilities sufficiently energizing to trigger goal pursuit. Extraversion in particular, with its emphasis on enjoyment of reward, is also relevant to the final stage of the cycle at which the goal state is compared to the initial state. Those high in extraversion are more likely to experience pleasure when things are going well. Like high neuroticism, low enthusiasm is probably more likely than most other traits to be caused by psychopathology, because failure of goal pursuit reduces opportunities for pleasure.